It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start out here with the option left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Murray now on first down. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run for the first time with Chris Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Stafford. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime you think they've got him over beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change, even after that incompletion was forced.
Again, it's Stafford. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. He's at the 50. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Still in the 1st quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
And I know we have to take time. They're just delivering. And they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
from the gun on third down, Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
50, 54, 53,
now a first down throw, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Monday. Hey, fly low. 10.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now left side on the swing pass. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stafford looks to throw again. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again at Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Stafford. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Moore on the return. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cards are going to have the football with deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way until you stop with them.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford now to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Murray going to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And take it right at the 35. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Atwell now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jay Sanders brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Travin Howard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Rivers, and he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in the spot now. They're thinking about ways to close this game out. This company moves into play. I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
22! Hey, 5-0!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They snap it to Stafford. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think it might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards and the first down. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll get that one complete to Connor. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be Murray on the keeper, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On 3rd down, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we're taken for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Then the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll try to jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces